old doggy. Are you ready, Champy? Are you ready? The boys were singing shingling the summer that we met. You were 10 and 17. How could I forget? I was shy to kiss you while the whole wide world could see. Shing-a-ling said everything to me. The way we danced was not a dance, but more a long embrace. Held on to each other and floated there in space. I was shy to kiss you while the whole wide world could see. So Shing-a-ling said everything to me. And all the poor old folks, they thought we'd lost our minds. They could not make heads or tails of the young folks' funny rhymes. You and I knew all the words and we always sang along to old Sham-a-ling dong ding, Sham-a-ling dang dong. Lord Digital Gods with the first comment coming in on YouTube. Whoop, whoop. Good day, good people. What's happening? 4 people on TikTok. I do have a feeling I have been somehow shit banned from TikTok, but whatever. I don't know what's going on, man. It's weird. It's weird, I tell you. It's weird. I had one post go get a couple of views, a decent amount of views, but like even my posts have been weird lately. Hello, David Simon. What's happening? I have things happen for me a little slowly sometimes. But then when they happen, like things all of a sudden get really clear. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Monday. I don't know if it's going to be a meltdown Monday. Got a lot to talk about. I did a little vibe coding over the weekend. You know what's amazing is this AI stuff moves so fast. It's Monday, right? It is Monday, right? I spent, I don't know, probably 6 hours off and on Saturday vibe coding an app for this Google and Kaggle contest. So Google had a Nano Banana vibe coding hackathon this weekend. And I know Brandon built something. I built something. If anyone else did, let me know if you built anything for it. We'll go look at your things and we'll see if we can get us some votes. Get us some votes for our little action. It is Monday. Okay, good. Thank you, Vicky. Second brain. Appreciate that. So we got that to talk about. I'm really happy with the app that I built. It's funny, like vibe coding is interesting because there's the vibe coding part and then there's the vibe interface part. And I was hating the interface, and then I stumbled on something and I uploaded a screenshot and it kind of did something close, and I kind of like it. Oh, Vicky built something but didn't enter it. Bummer. TikTok question. But vibe coding. What is vibe coding? Okay, so in any large language model, one of the things that they're really good at is writing code. So you can just go into ChatGPT right now, and you can actually vibe code in ChatGPT. You can just say, make me a web app of a video game or of a business dashboard, or take this research and bring it to life in some sort of interactive application. And it will just write code and build you that application. And then so you could do that within ChatGPT, you could do that within Claude. And then there started to become specialized things, like within GitHub, there was a thing called Copilot, which was part of Microsoft, and now they call Copilot everything, but there was this specialized thing called Copilot, and which is still there. GitHub Copilot can write code. There's Cursor, which writes code. There's Replit Agent, which writes code. There's this thing called Lovable.dev. And there are all these kind of specialized environments where you can go in and you don't have to know a lick of code, and you can write applications. And so it's called vibe coding. Andrej Karpathy coined the term, I think it was about 6 months ago, back in March of this year. And he basically said, I'm vibe coding now. And it basically means, what he meant by that is he can code. Andrej Karpathy can code. He's one of the brightest engineers of our generation. And but he said he likes vibe coding, which is where you just go describe what you want, and then it writes the code, and then you just say, no, I don't like it. Fix it, make it better, do this. So vibe coding is just the act of like using your words, sitting there like a creative director, like a producer, and letting the app do the coding. And then all you're doing is effectively, product directing, product engineering, not even product engineering, just product directing. Now, if you're good at code, and you know things like database setup and authentication and setting up web servers and hosting environments and security and things like that, it's going to be easier for you, because all of the vibe coding tools right now kind of rely on you having your shit together when it comes to things like, not exposing your API keys to the public and things like that. So there's a lot of disasters right now with vibe coding, with people that don't know what they're doing. But what's going to happen is, over the next year, probably within a year, you're going to start to have sites like Lovable that are really like 100% designed for people that don't know coding. And they're going to do all that back-end setup and management for you automatically, just transparently in the background. And they'll be defaulted to good, safe settings, and you'll have a database, and you'll have authentication. You'll have all the things a real app has. And that's where that's headed. It's actually really exciting. Yeah, so you just talk and then you're coding. That's exactly right. And I'll show you. In fact, I can go show you right now. We'll jump into this Kaggle contest. I'll show you the thing I built. Let's see. Let me go change my tabs. Where am I? What am I sharing? I guess I'm not sharing that. Hang on a sec. All right, there's that. All right. So here's my thing that I built. Let's see. Well, I'll go show it to you live. Where is my mouse? There it is. So this is my entry. So you had to do a video. So I made a little video. Why is that not showing up? Oh, because did it spin up a new site? Oh, I hate it when it does that. Hang on. All right. Okay, it spun up a new tab. Okay. So here's the video that I made, and then here's some images. And so the thing that I built is called the Time Traveler Selfie Booth. Can I spin up a black bar? Producer Brandon's in a particularly spicy mood tonight. One thing you should know about producer Brandon, one of the reasons he's a little bitter tonight, it's his birthday. And he's getting older. He's getting older. He was a young, sprightly fellow yesterday. And today he shows up a little late. I think he had just gotten up from a nap after a nice warm milk. You know, it's you know, the aging, it comes quick. But anyway, happy birthday, Brandon. Anyway, so I built a thing. So this was a Nano Banana contest. So you had to use Nano Banana. So I did. So I'm going to go over to the coding environment. So if I go to aistudio.google.com and then I look up, if you go to the build tab, and then I can look at my apps, and then here is my app. And I got to change my tab again because that's what you got to do. All right, so we're going to allow camera use. So here's my app. So I'll go full screen with it. And what it is, I can upload a picture or I can just take a picture. So there's me with my new fancy. Did you notice my new glowing LED light background? I got myself one of those LED projectors with a gobo light so I could look like a fancy influencer. And look, we can change the mood too. Look, now that's all blue. Look at that. It's so fancy. All right. So let me see. Let me close this a little bit because I like the interface when it's a little tighter. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do at all. Did it? No, I don't like that at all. Hang on. Hold, please. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just zoom in over here. All right. So I take a picture. So I look at yon camera, and then so I can choose a character, a location, and a decade. And so I'm going to choose an artist. I'll be a pretentious artist. We'll do New York City. That's good. And then we'll do a pretentious artist in the 50s. And then I can either take a color or a black and white selfie. So we'll do it's 50s. We'll do it's Kodachrome. We'll do color. And there we go. And then over here, Nano Banana is making my selfie, my time machine selfie, my time traveler selfie. And there I am. And then I can click on this and zoom in. That's actually pretty cute. And I put a little label on the bottom of it, like a little handwritten note. And I also put at the very top of it, join the AI Salon, community.thesalon.ai. And that's it. I mean, I can share it. Let's see. So if I click the share button, it pulls up my native sharing window, which you can't see right there. I can download this picture, which I just downloaded it, or I can take another one, which basically just re-renders it. The cool thing about this is like this is a fully built, usable, deployable application that I built in 6 hours without touching a line of code. And if you want to go look at the code, you can. So back in the back end here are all the components, right? So there's the camera component and icons and the image model and things like that. And then there's some constants. And the constants are things like my pull down menus. And then there's index.html, the thing that displays it. And then there's JSON metadata. And then there's a Gemini services. So there's all this code. I don't know what the fuck it does. That's vibe coding is you're just kind of coding. Archetypal architect. Didn't expect Kyle to start doing stuff this soon. Sorry about that. Has to be purple if you're in tech. Oh, my background? Yeah. I'm going to go back to, I like the yellow one. Let's see. That's red. I think it's white. That's blue. There we go. The problem is, let me go show you something here. Let's go back to AI Studio and go to Nano Banana. And right here, if you look at the cost, state-of-the-art image generation, image per image, it's 30 cents. And so I built a thing that kind of encourages people to make like a whole bunch of images. so I'm not going to launch my app, but I did make a video of my app. so you can watch the video if you. Oh, so here's where you go. So if you go to Kaggle.com/competitions, so KAGGLE.com/competitions/banana, that will take you to the Nano Banana hackathon. So there's $400,000 in prizes, and voting matters. So if you find Traveler Selfie Booth, I posted. There's no search function among write-ups. If I view write-ups, it's just you have to just scroll. Oh, that's horrible. Okay. So that's bad. So let's see where I posted this. I deleted all my stuff off LinkedIn because I posted it too early. It was all broken. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go. If I go into the AI Salon and I scroll down to challenges and competitions, I might have put it in there. Yeah, please vote for my entry. Oh, wait, hang on. So if you go to the AI Salon right now, how many folks are in here? We got 34 folks in here and 18 over there. We got 24 folks in here. Go to the AI Salon and go to challenges and competitions under latest news. And I'm the first one there. And then Brandon, you should put your app there as well. Please vote for Brandon's app. Brandon, you want to get up and demo your app and show people what you built? Dang, I'm late. What did I miss? Oh, just there was a hackathon this weekend for Nano Banana that Google put on, and so Brandon and I both made entries. So
yeah, so there are hang on, let me jump out. There are 816 entries is what I counted based on the pagination. Right. And so my link should be in the challenges and competitions right below yours. If not, I can definitely.
No, you just have. No, you don't. You just have. You just have the competition itself.
Gotcha. So mine, then I posted either in Look What I Made. So if we head over to Look What I Made. which is community.thesalon.ai, by the way, if you're wondering where we are.
Steve,
scroll down.
Happy birthday. Very nice.
There it is.
Transforming emergency response with Nano Banana. There you go.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So just some background on this. I realized, because people were taking like pictures of Niagara Falls and augmenting fun facts and stuff about it. So I realized two things. I realized, one, it could see and interpret what it was seeing. And two,
that's cool.
It had the knowledge of Gemini behind it. And so I thought, what is something that not a lot of people are going to do? And I thought, well, maybe we go with emergency response or first aid.
You didn't want to do something obvious and stupid like a selfie generator?
I mean, the thought did cross my mind, but I started with working through this and iterating with Gemini on how to do this. And I had to really get creative with it because I kept running up against safety guidelines. It's like, I can't give you safety, that violates safety guidelines. And so I had to keep, but it's a safety app. It's supposed to, it needs to do that in order to be able to help people. Right. And so spent some time with that and got it actually functional. And this is a hard lesson for anybody who's been in the vibe coding space for a while. I got it functional and I got it working perfectly. Then I asked it to change one line and it forked the entire project. It like erased 80% of the work I had done. And I was like, and I said, where did you put all of the code? And it was like, I am so sorry. I completely understand how that must be terribly frustrating for you. And then so I had to go back and try. Wait,
you couldn't revert to an earlier version?
I could, but I refreshed my browser and lost it all.
Oh yeah, that's an important thing. If you're vibe coding in the Gemini app builder thing, there's a save button. It does not auto save your project. This is something that I learned, that if you go out, or you refresh your browser like you did, it's gone. So you have to hit your save button.
But rather than showing you, so I went with the 11 Labs specialty track, which has less competition. And so because I used 11 Labs to do the voice narration, and cool. Rather than doing what you did and just kind of getting up and talking about it on camera, I was like, well, wait a minute. I've got 11 Labs and I've got screenshots. So I just mashed that all together for my 2-minute video. So I think rather than having me do a live demo, what I'd like you to do, I'm really happy with how the demo video came together. So if you just click on that link, you should be able to play it.
Is it here? Oh wait,
yep, that's it. Yeah, we need to bring the screen back up. But so this was done. I think I spent probably in total 6 hours on this, from idea to submission, including making the video.
Okay, cool.
During moments of crisis, quick and clear guidance can be the difference between a close call and a serious emergency. Introducing Rescue Lens, an app that transforms your smartphone into an intelligent assistant, powered by the cutting-edge Gemini 2.5 Flash multimodal model, Nano Banana. Let's see it in action. In Navigate mode, Rescue Lens scans your surroundings. It uses the Gemini model's unique ability to analyze an image and a text prompt simultaneously, identifying potential dangers.
Caution. The street is flooded, hiding unknown dangers. The sidewalk on the right appears safer, but proceed with extreme caution and watch your step.
But what about when a danger has already occurred? That's where first aid mode comes in. Simply point your camera at an injury. The Gemini model analyzes the visual input and highlights the injury with a precise red circle.
Here are some basic first aid steps. 1. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and water before touching the wound. 2. Gently clean the wound with mild soap and water to remove any dirt or debris. 3. Apply
It's like having an expert by your side, delivering immediate, actionable advice. Finally, an SOS alert instantly triangulates your location, helping rescuers find you quickly. And by leveraging 11 Labs' library of voices, Rescue Lens talks to you in your language of preference. By seamlessly integrating image analysis, visual cues, contextual text generation, and text-to-speech translation. Rescue Lens makes complex, high-stress situations easy to manage. It's more than an app. It's an indispensable tool designed to provide peace of mind when you need it most. Rescue Lens, your smart guide in an emergency.
So
Nice. That's
And
great.
not bad for 6 hours of work. I mean, but it really, the thing that impresses me most about it is that it actually works. Like how many times I've got my kids come up with a scraped knee, or I've got a spider bite or something.
Mhm.
I'm being guided by a banana. Help, digital gods. Yeah. So, like I said, I don't. This is my submission. Please vote.
Beautiful.
You
All
can be a
right.
birthday gift to me.
So, and did ChatGPT or Gemini come up with Rescue Lens, the name?
Yep. Yeah, it was 100% Gemini. I did everything in Gemini, from the image generation to the naming of it, and the narration was 11 Labs.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, so there you have it. So go if you go to the salon, find our things, and go give us some upvotes, and we will. I don't know. We will probably be ignored. I would think that San Francisco people have an advantage, or maybe people have done really ambitious apps. I mean, mine was a fairly obvious thing. Although I thought the time traveler bit was pretty clever.
One thing that I will clarify, that I never got confirmation on this yet, but Vicky, I think, has the winner of when you go to the site, it looks like nobody's voted on anything. And I think they're hiding the number of votes. So when you click upvote, it'll say 1, but if you refresh, it'll say 0. So please just go upvote, even though it looks like it's not registering. We have it on suspicion that it's registering in the background.
Yep. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, let's see. Gonna need an emergency crew for that scraped knee. They're picking on you. Your app said that you could drive on the sidewalk too. No one was very happy about that. So everyone's picking on you. But it's a brilliant idea. Good luck. Nice. Now I assume you're not launching yours either, correct, Brandon? You just uploaded your code to GitHub.
I published it. I pushed to production. I don't know what that means, but I would be tickled pink if people used it. I mean, if it helped anybody, that's worth 30 cents of an image generation.
Yeah. Did you generate it? Did you deploy it, or just?
Yeah, I deployed it. It's you can use it out in the wild. The link is in the Kaggle description where anybody can play with it.
That's cool. All right. Yeah, I didn't want to have a $350 bill for someone making a bunch of selfies from 1927.
Yeah. No, I just figured why not? The more the merrier. If it gets out of hand, Google will email me and let me know. But I did want to clarify that it was not driving on the sidewalk. It's assuming you're standing on the street taking the picture. It's advising you to carefully walk onto the sidewalk.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right, cool. Groovy. What's the link to vote? So, Source Camp, if you go to the AI Salon, go to contests and competitions under news, and my link is there, and then go to look what I made, and Brandon's link is there. And if anyone else made anything, let us know. We'll get you linked up in the salon, and we'll get you some votes over there. The other thing that I want to talk about with the salon, is tomorrow. Let me share my screen. Tomorrow, Cindy Kuhn and I are starting a 4-week. So Cindy Kuhn has the AI prototyping club, and every couple of months or so, she kicks off a 4-week prototyping club, and so I'm co-hosting it with her starting tomorrow. And what you're going to actually prototype is a micro course. So
this is available for members of the AI Salon Mastermind. So the AI Salon Mastermind right now is $20 a month. It gets you access to all of the mastermind clubs. There's a founder hangout on Friday. We've got all sorts of things planned for the mastermind. It's a really good group of people in there. And if you want to do this prototyping course, it's a really good reason to join. Also, the $20 a month is good. In 2026, the price of the mastermind's going up. So you can get the mastermind for what I think is really, really cheap. So we're kicking off the prototyping course starting tomorrow. I'm really excited about it. So you will end up with basically an online course that you can do whatever you want with. You can sell, you can share it with people in the salon, you can share it with your family, build it on whatever you want. So come join us, come hang out. All right. And how you find that, you can find this in Salon announcements, and then we'll link you over to the mastermind. And here's the event location. Cindy Kuhn put in the Salon announcements. All right. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So I had something. I made a video on this today. And this is this was a really fun thing that I did. Oh, I got to share different so you can see this. Okay, I think you can all see that, right? Oops. Okay, so I'm working on this book. It was originally called Feed Your Prompt. Now it's called 10-Person Team. And the basic idea is if you feed your prompt like a producer, you transform AI from a tool into a 10-person team. So that's kind of this new idea that I'm exploring with my editor and working on this book. And so I'm getting my head around this idea. And so yesterday I was flipping through TikTok, and there was a Tony Robbins video, and it was really good. It was just a really well done video that was talking about expectations versus appreciation. That basically, if you want to get out of feeling crappy about yourself, get your attention off yourself and put it on others, and put it on how much gratitude. How much gratitude you have. But there was something about how it was structured that I just really liked. So I hand transcribed it. I know I could have done this with AI, but I hand transcribed it. It's only about a minute long. And then I took the transcript of his little minute-long video, and I put it into my book project in ChatGPT, and I said, take this concept of AI not being a genius and acting like a producer and having this 10-person team, and use this Tony Robbins, use the framework of the Tony Robbins thing, but switch out expectations and appreciation and suffering for, AI being crappy versus AI being good. And so it came up with this, and this was really interesting. I wrote that prompt. I had it do it with GPT-5 Instant, GPT-5 Mini, Thinking, Main Thinking, and then I did 4.0, and this was the 4.0 version, which I like the best. There's something about 4.0 that just works for me. But I want to share this with you, and then this gave me an idea for how to use branching in ChatGPT. So I'm kind of excited about it. And so the branching idea, you're going to be experiencing with it. You're going to be experiencing it for the first time with me, because it's just an idea right now. But anyway, here's the Tony Robbins inspired book thesis. There's only one reason AI keeps disappointing you. You're acting like a user. You're treating AI like a vending machine. Type in a request, cross your fingers, and hope for brilliance. But here's the thing. AI isn't a genius. It's not a mind. It's a mirror. It reflects whatever you feed it with no taste, no judgment, no context. So if you show up like a user, giving it bland prompts with no voice, no vision, no stakes, that's what it gives you back. Impressively fast, meaningless, mediocre crap. But here's the shift that changes everything. Feed your prompt you. Feed it your ideas, your taste, your feedback, your weirdness, your ambition, your edits, your standards. When you do that, everything changes. You stop being a user and start being a producer. And what do producers do? They don't wait for brilliance. They direct it. They lead the vision. They cast the team. They shape the output until they decide it sings. When you feed your prompt like a producer, you don't just get better results. You unlock an invisible 10-person team of AI superstars ready to do anything you want, working in your voice, at your speed, to your standards. So if you're tired of being disappointed by AI, stop being a user. Feed your prompt you, feed your prompt like you're the producer, and lead your damn team. So I did a little bit of copywriting and copy editing to tighten it up, but for the most part, that's what came out, and it kind of works. It matched the sort of confidence of Tony Robbins and the clarity of progression of ideas, and it kind of really unpacked nicely. It built up to this team, going from being a user to a producer, and then I love the little section. And what do producers do? They don't wait for brilliance. They direct it. And that's if there is a single point that is the difference between people who are good at AI and people who are not good at AI, is the ones that are good at it are directing the vision. They're holding the vision of what they want steady, and then they're guiding AI to get them there, right? As opposed to just expecting it to be brilliant. So anyway, I see that you give it a quality prompt. Damn. Seen this video earlier. Yeah, so here's the idea. Okay. So now let me explain branching. And I want to explain branching in a couple of different ways. Well, not in a couple of different ways. There's a couple of different purposes for it. So let me just show you really quickly. If I type in here, I'm just at ChatGPT right now. I am sharing this, right? Yeah, I am. Okay. So I'm at regular ChatGPT right now. And so I'm going to say I want to come up with a side hustle I can do on weekends that has very little time or money investment. Okay. So that's a relatively shitty prompt, but that's okay. So one of the things that will often happen is you'll sit down at ChatGPT and you'll start with some idea, right? I want to start a business on the weekends. Okay, great. And it'll say, here's some, some low investment side hustle ideas. There's freelance micro gigs, there's print on demand, there's digital projects, there's social media. There's an event day helper. Offer yourself for weddings, parties, or local events. Set up, tear down. There's a pop-up vendor, neighborhood services. There's photography walks. That's pretty cool. Street performance or teaching, weekend workshops. There's affiliate marketing, refurb or flip. There's, the Gary V, right? So it gives you all those things. One of the things that ChatGPT in particular is still pretty bad at, if you get into the thinking models, it gets better, but it's got a relatively small context window. And what that means is, so what did this give us? This gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different ideas, right? And so often what will happen in ChatGPT is you'll get these 12 ideas and you go, okay, let me start exploring photography walks, and you'll start running down that rabbit hole. And the way context windows work, it's kind of like your, on your iPhone when you've got, a chat going on and there's a point at which the top of the chat goes off screen and then kind of gets forgotten. That's kind of what happens here, where if you're having a really long conversation about your photography walks, and then you say, what were those other ideas again? It won't know what you're talking about. It'll just make up new ideas. And you're like, no, I thought there was the Gary V flipping thing in there. Where's those other ideas? And then you go back to the beginning and they're all lost. So one of the things that branching can do is you could actually branch off for every one of these 12 ideas and go explore them independently, which is actually not a bad idea. And how you do it is right now, I can, in the little icons below here, there's 3 dots. And one of the 3 dots, if you click on the 3 dots, it says branch into a new chat. And so I'm going to branch this into a new chat. And I'm going to say, tell me more about photography walks, and even research if there are any people doing this in Denver. All right. And so it's searching the web. And so if I go over to my sidebar, I now have the weekend side hustle ideas chat, and then I have the weekend side hustle ideas chat above it. It's not very smart about naming them cleverly, but you could say weekend side hustle ideas, and then I could rename this one to be weekend side hustle, and then we'll say photography. All right. And so you could name these as independent little chats, and you can keep going back to the original one and just keep branching off it. So that's kind of that's the purpose of them and the nature of how they work. And so then I had an idea of, could we take this idea of acting like the producer, where you're spinning up these 10 different members of your team, and do each one of those as a separate thread. So that's what I want to experiment with here. So we're going to do new chat. So any questions, thought? Does that make sense? All right. Okay, so let's see. Let's do I kind of like this idea. I'm a photographer and want to spin up a side hustle. Actually, it would be a fun side hustle of doing AI powered photography walks. It's actually a cool idea. The idea would, would be that people use their phones and generative AI apps like Gemini, Nano Banana to do highly creative photography and art making. Okay. That's a great idea. You're combining a photography walk already popular in cities like Denver with a new wave of generative AI tools, giving people the chance to make art in real time while learning creative techniques. Let me break it down for you. Okay. What it could be, why it works, potential models charge 20 to 50 bucks a person for a 2-hour experience. Subscription club, monthly subscription club where people join themed walks. Upsell. Offer optional AI edit packs afterward where you reprocess their favorite shots into high-res print-ready versions. The Denver angle. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So now let me say, okay. So what I would normally do right here, I've got some ideas. So we've got a beginning. Let me dig a little bit deeper. Let me go expand on this a bit more, like you are a business consultant and help me with broad strokes about audience, business model, and marketing approach. So we'll get a bit more flesh on the bone here. Okay, early adopters and creatives, experience seekers, professionals and teams. That's a cool idea. Core offering, photography walk too. Okay. So there's a marketing approach, things like that. So let's say you've done a little bit more than I have, right? Let's say you've gone a bit farther. You fleshed it out a bit more. What I would normally do is I would pick kind of like whatever strikes my fancy, and I'd be like, ooh, let me run down the marketing rabbit hole or the branding rabbit hole. Let me come up with a name for the business and a tagline and this and that. And then if I'd want to go back and do research or something like that, like I would have likely lost the beginning of this part of the conversation. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open up the sidebar and I'm going to rename this. And I'm going to rename it September what's the date? 8th, 2025 AI photography walk. Let's see. That's too many. We'll just do 9/8/25. AI, and I'm going to call this AI photo walk. And then I'm going to call this main. Okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to branch this thing. And I'm going to rename this branch. Oh, wait, I guess I need to do something here, don't I? Okay, so I'm going to say, I want you to act like a world-class branding specialist, and write me up a creative brief let's see. Write me up a branding brief I can use to build the brand. Kind of obvious, the brand. Okay. And then off it goes. And so now I'm going to rename AI photo walk, and here I'm going to do branding. Okay. And it's off doing its thing. And I'm going to go back to main and I'm going to branch it again. And now I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on deep research. And I'm going to say, act as a researcher that specializes in solopreneur business development and insights research the greater Denver market for this AI photo walk business. Which, by the way, Gary Vee said this the other day. Someone said something about, well, what could someone do right now? He said someone right now should take ads out in a 10-mile radius of where they live and just put in an ad that I will walk with you for money. That you know, for $50, I'll walk with you for, you know, an hour and a half in our neighborhood and just talk with you. I'll be like your walking buddy and charge for that. There are going to be all sorts of, as people get displaced because of AI, there's going to be all sorts of people reconnecting and trying to figure out ways to make money. And so this AI photo walk thing, I actually think this is an interesting idea. Okay, act as a researcher that specializes in solopreneur business development and insights. Okay, so we'll just turn that thing loose. We're doing deep research there. Are we targeting locals? Let's say 1, locals. Would you like me to focus on specific neighborhoods? Start with downtown and Highlands. Oh, that's 2. 3, analysis of local competition. 3, yes, find local competition and identify opportunities to differentiate. Okay. And then 4, what was 4? Would you like data on demographic trends? Sure. And then 5, do you want research on regulations and permits? Yes, definitely. Okay, so that's actually interesting. So that's going to go off and start researching. Now, is it doing it? Yes. Okay. So now we've got that. So now I'm going to go back to my main. And oh, wait, I got to rename this one. So we're going to rename this and we're going to name this one research. See where I'm going here? Isn't this cool? So now all of a sudden I've got this main idea that I can just keep branching off of. And then you can branch off the branches too, by the way, right? So you could do, you know, AI photo research / something else, right? Positioning or something like that. Okay. But I'm going to go back to main here. I'm going to branch off it again. And I'm going to say, we can't do marketing until we have research and branding. But let's go back to branding for a second. Rollout strategy. All right, fantastic. Branding brief. An AI-powered photography walks, brand essence, turn your camera roll into a dreamscape. Okay, so let's just assume that all of the strategy there was good. The research, I just got a notification on my phone that the research has started. Do you want me to develop naming concepts? Like, yes. So yes, please. So now we're in branding mode, right? We're in the branding branch. Yeah, that happens to me all the time when I'm working on business ideas. Oh, I think I'll do that when I end up spinning up a website. I have so many websites because of that. Naming convention. Oh, okay. Dream Frame Walks, Pixel Odyssey, Lens to Legend, the Wonder Walk, Prompt and Wonder, AI Gallery. Okay, none of these are tied to Denver. Let's see. None of them are tied to Denver or clearly about AI or what makes things different. Dig deeper. And then I'm going to manually flip this thing into thinking mini mode because I feel like it's a good writer. And I also wanted to think a little bit on this one. All right. I also noticed that if I put the title of the chat into the chat, then I can search by name in ChatGPT. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's great. Nice. Good call. I dug deeper. I thought for 6 seconds and dug deeper. Names that TikTok question. Someone has a TikTok question. I've never had ChatGPT text me to say it's researching things. Is that what you said? That is what I said, Jim. I think it's because I've got the ChatGPT app on my phone, but I don't know. Maybe at some point, well, actually, let's go look at my settings within ChatGPT. I wonder if it's got notifications. Show additional, notifications. Here we go. Responses. Get notified when ChatGPT responds to requests that take time, and you can do push notifications. You can turn them on. So that's I think I turned those. I think I remember turning those on. All right. So you can turn those on. Is the $20 a month subscription worth it? I think it is. Quite frankly, I think the $20 a month for ChatGPT is the best deal in software right now. There are so many things that it does. That said, the free version is incredibly powerful. Like what you can't do is things like custom GPTs. You can't do as many image generations. I think you're really limited on the advanced voice. Jim got excited about something. I got an oh my god from Jim. He learned something. I assume it's the push notification thing. Yeah, which Jim, this is a really good point. Even if you're on free ChatGPT, go dig into your settings. There are a lot of things that ChatGPT does that you probably don't know about. Free users just got projects. If you don't know what a project is, projects are fucking insane. This branching thing, I assume this is available to free users. This is just all they're doing is spinning up different versions of a chat. Mile High Remix. Oh, I like that. Mile High Remix. It's not quite right. 303 prompt walks. Oh, that's kind of cool. You know what's cool about this photography walk thing is you could get people that were into photography, into walking, pro AI people, anti AI people. Like you could get photographers. Like it's funny. I was at a gallery 2 nights ago. Was it Sunday? No, Saturday. Yeah, I was at the gallery Saturday, and I was talking to this photographer. He's a commercial photographer and an art photographer. And I said, "What are you doing with AI?" And he goes, I kind of heard about it, and I'm kind of just, not dealing with it. And I said, well, if you're a commercial photographer, you need to know about Nano Banana. And I showed him what it did, and his mind was blown. We had a little Kevin McAllister moment there in the gallery. But like, you could take photographers on these walks and just like, don't bring your fancy camera. Just bring your phone, and we're going to do things. We're going to take pictures of stuff, and then we're going to take those pictures and we're going to turn them into paintings, and we're going to turn them into stained glass things, and we're going to turn them into sculptures, and we're going to just do all this shit. And I think it would be like a fun, non-threatening way to get people educated about what's possible with AI. There may be differences in functionality between the chat web browser and the chat apps. I didn't know what the branching was either, and I use this every day. Well, Jim, to be fair, branching has only existed for 3 days or 4 days. Like this is a brand new feature, or maybe it's a week old. I think it came out last week sometime. But this is a brand new feature. They just added this. This was a user request. But anyway, so you get the basic idea that you can now start running down these rabbit holes. Like now I'm running down this naming rabbit hole, and it's not fucking up my main branch. So what I'm going to do is this. Let me go pick a name here quick. Okay, here's the short list. Mile High Remix, 303 Prompt Walks. I like a lot. The Rhino Remix Lab. That's kind of cool. Rhino Remix Lab. Actually doing this in Rhino Remix Walk. Altitude AI Walks. 303 Prompt Walks. Let's go with 303 Prompt Walks. Oh, actually, I bet this can go. Can this go research for us? I like 303 Prompt Walks. And then I want a tagline that makes makes it clear it's a walk, photography, AI remixing, and capturing cool things like rhino murals or the river or river or the mountains. Actually, you know what would be a cool AI photography walk would be Red Rocks. Although you gotta walk up all those steps. That's fucking exhausting. Love it. Great name. Below the taglines to make it crystal clear. Group them. Okay. Walk, shoot, prompt remix. Walk Denver, prompt art. No, hero subheads. Walk Denver's murals, rivers, and peaks. Shoot photos on your phone, prompt AI, and remix them into art. That's kind of cool. Like something like that. A guided walk through Rhino, the riverfront, and the foothills. Capture photos, learn prompts, and remix your shots with AI. Explore Denver by foot. Capture the mural, the river, the skyline. Marketing lines. Okay, whatever. Fine. So let's go see if this can actually research. Can you see if 303 promptwalk.com promptwalk.com is available? I don't know if it can do this. Okay. Reporting domain availability. Short answer, I tried to look it up, but I couldn't get it. Here's instructions on how to do it, asshole. All right, so it's not agentic yet. I guess I could spin up an agent and have it go do that, but we're not going to do that. I'm just going to say, okay, give me a concise, let me go pick my tagline that I liked. Let me see, which one do I like? Walk, shoot, prompt remix. 2-hour creative walk through Rhino and the riverfront. Capture photos, learn prompt techniques, get AI remixed and make AI remixed art to share. This is kind of cool. Okay, so we'll do this one. Give me a concise brand positioning write-up and the name, URL, and use this tagline. All right. And so what I'm doing here, so let's assume that I spent some good amount of time digging through the branding shit, and I went and looked things up. Brand positioning, URL recommended. 303 Prompt Walks is a hands-on 2-hour creative experience in Denver, part photography walk, part prompt Photoshop, part prompt workshop, where participants shoot city murals, river light, mountain glimpses on their phones, and use live AI prompting to remix those shots into shareable art. Learn to see, shoot, and command AI. 3 core brand messages, target audiences, brand pillars, tone of voice, primary call to action. If you want it now, I'll draft a 3-line. No, this is good. So 303 prompt walks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to go back to my main thing and say, good news. We have a name for the business. And I'm going to pop that in there. Perfect. This is a strong start. You've got a name, tagline, 303 Prompt Walks business framework. Okay, audience strategy, business model. Okay, there we go. Market positioning, a Denver first creative adventure that blends photography, AI, and art. Okay. So now what we need to do, I'm gonna branch this. Okay, let's see. Do you want me to mock up a sample homepage? Not yet. I'm gonna branch this, and I'm gonna say, I want you to help me design the 2-hour walk, complete with locations in Rhino and the riverfront, complete with the locations in Rhino and the riverfront. Exercises and prompting ideas. Act like you've been doing photo walks for years and are now AI passionate. Okay, Vicky on YouTube. Let's see. 303 Prompt Walks is available. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky, second brain and researcher. That's awesome. Starting point, Denver Central Market. Easy to gather. They have restrooms, coffee, sets a creative vibe. Love it. Quick intro. Everyone takes 3 warm-up shots. Textures, reflections, people passing. Prompting ideas. Remix this market interior into a futuristic bazaar with glowing neon, cyber meets cowboy aesthetic. That's super. This is a cool idea. I hate to break it to you. Is anybody thinking of starting this business? Because you could start this next weekend. You could have flyers tonight. You know that, right? Fairy Tale Revolution's like, thumbs up. Fucking right I am. I mean, seriously, just find like in Denver, the Rhino area's got this whole sort of art walk. There's murals everywhere. The city commissions artists to do murals, and there's lots of parks being built and things like that. So there's all sorts of cool places. There's the railroad. There's Union Stations nearby. The Rockies ballparks nearby. Not me. Mine would have to be 309promptwalks.com. I have a jailbreak prompt for Gemini 2.5 Pro. They will give you. Oh yeah, well yeah, you can jailbreak these things to do all sorts of nefarious shit if you want to. Botswana, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, why not? And the other thing is just just go play with this stuff. Okay, so let's go change the name of this one, this branch. So this is now. Oh, which one's main? Which one am I in? I'm in this one. Okay, so we're gonna rename this. So we're gonna rename this from main to let's see, curriculum. Let's see, walk planning. All right. Creative exercises, composition challenges, abstract play, 2 unrelated textures, frame, transform, play. AI prompting framework to teach. Capture a strong base photo, add descriptive AI prompts. I've done this before, by the way. This is, let me see if I can go find a picture for you. There was a picture that I was just out walking the dog one day, and I did this all on my phone. That was the thing that sort of gave me this idea. Photos. And then let me go to library, go to search, look up flower. Stained glass. Stained glass. Oh, all right. Flower. 444 photos. See all. I think these are all older. Yeah, it's not in there. That's too bad. Oh, this was it. So how do I get to this thing? Showing all photos. Can't find it. Oh well. I turned this was this cool flower. It's got this cool geometric thing shape on it. And I turned it into this stained glass thing that came out just incredibly beautiful. So you can take really silly, stupid little photos and turn them into something cool. Do you want me to design a handout field guide? Do we want to split this off? No, we'll do this. Say yes. Make the field guide. Let me see. We're going to throw this in a canvas. If you don't know what a canvas is, you can. If you don't know about the plus button in ChatGPT, there's all this shit you can do. You can put it in agent mode, which you haven't played. If you haven't played with agent mode, it's insane. That one I think does require you to have $20 a month. Deep Research does too. You can create an image here. You can use connectors. I assume that's a paid thing. You can create. You can put it in study and learn mode. You can put it in web search. You can do this thing called Canvas. So if I go to Canvas, I'm going to say make this editable in a canvas. 2 hours, your phone, our prompts, transform your camera roll. Not quite right, but that's okay. There you go. There's an editable field guide. Let's go back to main. We're going to branch off again. And we're going to go act as an art director and take the branding guidelines and give me a creative brief for mood boards that I will then use for color schemes and logo designs. All right, so let's go rename this one now to rename logos. So look what I'm doing here. And also what I should be doing, in fact, we'll do this now. I'm going to take all of these branches from this main thing, and I'm going to throw them into a project. So I'm going to say add to project, new project. We're going to call this 303 prompt walk side hustle. And I'm going to create the project. YouTube comment, Shelf Kelly. Use the AI Salon approved Midjourney mood board style and have it do a Denver landscape. Oh, that's really good, Kelly. That's really good. In fact, yeah, you know what? Oh, this is really good. So Chef Kelly, you know, ow. All right, you want to kick out some fun? What if we do an AI salon branded? What if we turn prompt walks into an AI salon project and everyone can locally do it? And we could come up with pricing, or you could do it for free if you want to, or you could charge $20 or $50 for it. I don't give a shit. We do it AI salon branded. We create a prompt walk area within the salon, and you take people out, and where they share their work is in the salon. That's not bad. I think we should come up with pricing for it. So that whoever wants to do this and market this and run this in their local area, they can make some money. People join the salon as a result in this really creative way. Do it. All right, you want to do it? Have AI price it. Oh yeah, that's actually, well, we didn't go back to our research yet, but wait, let me hang on. Let me add all these things to the project. Okay, so branding. So we're going to add it to 303 prompt walk. Research, which we need to go look at, we're going to add to 303 prompt walk. Wait, why did it not add my? Why are these things not added to it? Add to project. All right, I guess they're added. Add to project. Add to project. Okay. Oh wait, they're just added logos. Let me add main. There's main. Let me add research. There's research. Let me add branding. There's branding. Branding. And then let me add walk planning. This is a killer fucking idea. Doing this as a salon sponsored thing. Valerie, I literally saw a light bulb above Kyle. That's my new influencer LED light projecting on the background. No, but it really is. This really is a. Because I was thinking, where would people share their images? Well, share them in the AI Salon, and then everyone can benefit from that. Like, here's the original photo. Here's what I turned it into. Branded, lends instant credibility. Yeah, that's so cool. Vicky, what the hell is going on here? What's that line? There we go. Would work for me if I could walk. Oh, I know, me too. I'm like, I gotta find a small little radius and doesn't have too many hills. Oh, this is so cool. And then what tool would you use? I guess you could use ChatGPT because that's free and it's got the photo thing, or you could use Gemini. This is so cool. It's a really fun idea. All right. And then so any one of these, now that I'm in a project, I can go into any one of these and still just go back into it, right? Yeah. This is so fucking cool. All right, I think I'm finally getting my head around branching and projects. All these things can go together. That's pretty cool. Let's go into our logo thing. Say, yes, make me a 20 object mood board that captures the brand. And then in every one of these sub chats, you do all your, no, God, I hate it when it does that. No, you're not programming an image. Use your image gen tools, you dummy. I was picturing those cartoon maps, only a lot better. Oh, for a logo? Don't hate the machine. Well, I mean, the machines. I would hate the machine less if the machine were less hateable. Oh my god, I can't believe ChatGPT still doesn't have 16:9 aspect ratio. It's astounding to me. It's my new pet peeve. And at some point they're just going to have it, but it's like, honest to God, really, kids? Really? Has no one ever been to YouTube or TikTok? Oh, you know what I want to do? Okay, let's shit, as soon as that's done, I want to I wonder, do I have enough here? Yeah. I'm going to go over to brand essence, creative brief, brand essence. Okay. I'm going to go over to Gemini and have it make a mood board as well, because I have a feeling it's going to be good. Gemini, we're going to go do some Nano Banana-ing. Oh, by the way, I learned a new thing today on TikTok. I think it's good. This has been really frustrating. If you want a specific aspect ratio in Nano Banana, you go aspect underscore ratio equals quotes 16:9 quote, and then you do your prompt. Okay. I want you to use the following creative brief for an AI photo walk business. Paste all that in there. Make me a mood board that I can get inspired to make a brand for. Let's go back here and see what this did. Oh, this is really interesting, actually. 303 prompt walks. This is actually not bad. This didn't really do a mood board. This is sort of like an ad. Learn to see, shoot, and command AI. 303 prompt walks. 2-hour creative walk through Rhino and the riverfront. Capture photos, learn prompt techniques, and get AI remixed art to share. This image looks like a lot of the murals in Denver. That's kind of cool. Huh. Very cool. Our little town has been putting new hiking and biking trails everywhere. I have too many projects, but I think this is a really cool fucking project. And we could all just do it in our own little, like the prompt. It could be the AI Salon 303 prompt walk, right? Or the AI Salon 405 prompt walk. Everyone's got their own zip or area code. We come up with a little Canva template. I dig it. 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 All right. That's cool. All right. Never knew it was a prompt walk, but I do these every single day. Well, it's a new thing. We just came up with it, Silver Fox. It's now the prompt walk. Take pictures, prompt away. Turn your snaps into art. It's so cool. Like, take a picture of a mural, turn that into a real person, turn that into a video, right? Turn that into someone talking, turn that into... And actually, the AI Salon has an Instagram page, which has got nothing on it. Can you have group Instagram pages? Is that a thing? Where you can give people access, like posting access to an Instagram account? Anybody know? Vicky must know that. Someone here knows that. And is there anyone young enough here to understand Instagram? I really should have learned it. Let's see. Give me a logo concept. Use the collaborations feature to co-author posts with other accounts. All right. Nope, it doesn't work like that. Well, that's stupid. What works like that? There's got to be something. You could use Pinterest, though. Oh, vibe code. Oh, we could vibe code. We could vibe code a prompt walk platform. Actually, maybe that's the thing to do. Maybe this becomes a vibe coded app. I don't know. Anyway, that's horrible. That's a horrible logo. Use your brand brief This sucks. Make it suck less. Let's go see what Gemini came up with. All right, it found some 303 prompt walks. That's sort of in the neighborhood of a mood board. Not what I had in mind, but all right, whatever. Find actual Denver mural art to feature and feature not just images and photos. Wait, not just photos, but the AI reimagined art. Has to be an IG biz page and give permission to whomever. That's too complicated. SourceCamp didn't learn Instagram either. Good. I'm not the only one. You can do it through Meta. Yesterday I did a garden walk with my personal memories of past, present spaces. That's cool. Mr. IT, what's the name of something? AI remix surrealism. .303 prompt walks. Actually, that's kind of a cool, like using... Oh, look at the 303. They made it into a camera. That's kind of cool. I'm going to go, make the 0 in 303 the lens of a camera in the logo. What's the name of the project? Well, what I was doing tonight was I was exploring a way to use branching in ChatGPT that I could actually get my head around. And the basic idea was you start with some idea, and then every branch is a different kind of expert, right? So I've got a branding expert, I've got a research expert, I've got an art director, I've got someone planning the walk itself. Are these different personas that I'm branching off the main thing? I go have the long conversations with the branding director, I get to a good brand, and then I come back to the main chat and I say, now we've got a brand. So you're not polluting your main chat with all of the side conversations. You go have side conversations, do all your work over there, consolidate it, and bring it back to the main chat. So you can still get the benefit of all those things back in the main chat if you want it. But if you're in a project, you've essentially got that anyway. Yeah, Valerie Cox, we live in a world where if it doesn't exist, you just create it. I know. This is such a cool idea. This is such a cool idea. And ChatGPT completely got this wrong. It can't figure it out. Unbelievable. Oh, good Lord. Let's go ask Google to do it better. I mean, I hate to say it, but Gemini at this point for image stuff makes ChatGPT's image generation look childish. Make me a cool 303 prompt walk logo where the 0 in 303 is the lens of the camera and the 3s or beside it. And the prompt walk has a graffiti feel to it, but is still logo friendly for small and single color applications. Act like an award-winning logo designer. Can we be done now, please? I need to go to bed and I don't want to miss anything. Yeah, I'm kind of whipped too, Vicky. Yeah, we can wind this down. I mean, two things happened tonight. My hypothesis about using branching to do like your different team members, I think is a really good idea. I think that's something I'm going to start to explore. And then I think on top of that, it never ceases to amaze me that you can start with nothing with AI, and within whatever this was, an hour of just dicking around, and I'm mostly talking, I'm not even working, you can come up with something like this is like a real viable potential side business. And then tying it to the salon, all of a sudden this thing could take on a life of its own. I think it's absolutely amazing. Put the 303 in the body of a camera with the 0 as the lens. And add some color. These logos suck. I've been using Gemini more. All right, let me get on out of here. Generating image. The nice thing about, oh, that's pretty cool, except prompt walk sucks, but the 303 is really nice. It's not really logo friendly, right? That doesn't reduce well, but it's nice as a concept. Yeah, this is a business. All righty, man. Okay, so tomorrow, Cindy Kuhn and I were doing our the kickoff of the micro course. So it's at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so 5 p.m. Eastern, or 2 p.m. Pacific, or 4 p.m. Central. And you have to be a part of the AI Salon Mastermind to take it. If you're a part of the mastermind, just go into Cindy Kuhn's prototyping club. The events are in there. They're set up. Go RSVP for them. Those start tomorrow. Normal time tomorrow night. Tomorrow's just a normal Tuesday. And then go vote for, if you're in AI Salon, go into contests and competitions in the news section. And I've got a link to my project. Go upvote mine. And then in Look What I Made, Brandon's got his in there. So if you could go to our Kaggle contest entries and upvote them, that would be swell. Thank you very much. And yeah, that's it. That's it, people. That was good. It was, I hope it was valuable to you. Like, I feel like I got a lot out of this tonight. I don't always know that translates. I hope it translated out. Have you shown what ChatGPT agents can do? We've played with them a little bit. If you want to see what ChatGPT agents will be able to do, go to GenSpark, genspark.ai. or genspark.com. I don't know which one it is. I think it's .ai. GenSpark is a much slicker version of ChatGPT's agents. But that said, the next iteration of ChatGPT agents, they're probably going to be really good. The only problem with them right now is they're very slow. They're kind of slow in plotting, and they make a lot of mistakes. But like all of the agent sites right now are like that. We've played with them a little, but that's probably something worth exploring here a bit more. Genspark.ai, YouTube, Valerie. Yeah, I saw that one. I got that one. This was so good. Okay, great. Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. So go on ahead and treat yourself like the producer and treat AI like your 10-person team. And now with branching, start with your main chat and branch off each individual team member as a separate chat and go have all those chats. And then just bring the best of those back to your main conversation. I think there's some real power there. I like it. I dig it. Do that. All right. Beautiful. Peace out. I will see you tomorrow. Hope you had a good night. Bye.